Test 1. Track 55. Speaker 1.
I think the time I was taken most out of my comfort zone was when I had to go to China on business. I don't speak a word of Chinese, and while I really appreciated the friendliness of the people, I really hated not being able to read road signs or street names or talk to people. I felt totally helpless and a bit worried about looking stupid. On the plus side, though, it gave my self-confidence a real boost. Better than that, though, I made some really good friends who have actually visited me here, and I'm due to go back to China next year to visit them.
Speaker 2.
Public speaking, that's my bête noire. I'm an artist, and once I had to give a presentation to a huge firm of architects. I was trying to convince them to commission me to provide paintings for a chain of luxury hotels they were building, and I think there were about 50 people there. The problem is that I've got a slight stammer, and I'm terrified that it will become really obvious, as often happens when I'm nervous. Everyone's afraid of making mistakes, but with me it's worse. Anyway, I got the commission, and it brought me a lot of money, but more importantly, it did wonders for my self-confidence.
Speaker 3.
Out of my comfort zone? Definitely my driving test last year. I'd been learning with my dad, so I'd never driven with someone else in the car, and the examiner was very stern. I was really nervous, terrified of doing something wrong, and, of course, there was the possibility of an accident, though that wasn't too much on my mind. Well, what happened was that in my nervous state I misread a road sign, so I failed the test. But what came out of it, and has really benefited me, is learning that you can move on from failure. I've retaken the test, passed it with flying colours, and have just bought my first set of wheels.
Speaker 4. I've always been very shy, and after I left university, I went for a job interview where they required the applicants to perform role plays. Well, I didn't know what to do. It wasn't so much fear of errors, but just that I felt really stupid and embarrassed pretending to be someone I wasn't. I didn't get the job, which turned out fine as the candidate who did kept in touch with me and we became good friends, and I realised that the job wasn't for me anyway. The amazing thing, though, was that the interview actually encouraged me to rethink my plans and go back to college to study drama. So now I'm an actor. Speaker 5.
I was given an experience for my 40th birthday. You know, one of those days out you can buy. My wife bought me a day learning to drive a Formula 1 car. Why? I don't know. I was in mortal dread of having a high-speed collision. You're with an experienced driver, and they can mitigate your mistakes, but crashing at 200 kilometres an hour would be serious. Well, obviously I didn't crash, and now I love watching Formula 1 even more than I did. But what's really good is that it's improved me as a driver. I'm much less cautious now and feel I can get out of tricky situations better.